Here's your feature act. All right. Here we go. You may recognize this comedian from The Late Show, The Tonight Show, Comedy Central, and if so, you are totally mistaken. Please welcome John Michael Peterman.
And yeah, it's true. I have never been on any of those shows. But did you guys ever watch that one called To Catch a Predator? Yeah, not on that one either, okay?
Techniques. Have you seen the obsessive compulsives who mow their lawn on the diagonal? You seen this out? Weird, huh? You know why they do this, don't you? The theory is if you cut your grass a different direction every time, it'll grow up thicker and healthier. And that is bullshit, you guys. Total bullshit. And I know. Because for years, and my barber used that same technique. And I'm a good grandpa. I know I am. Because I learned from the master. I saw how my dad was with my kids, so now I know what to do. So whenever I'm holding that little guy, I don't care if he's screaming his head off or he's crapping his pants. I just look down and I smile and I say, here, take him, he's not my kid. Everybody's so lazy now too. We have electric toothbrushes because this is too hard. People refuse to use their turn signals because apparently this is too difficult. First few flakes of snow, everybody's out there with their big snow throwers, their ATVs with a plow in the front. I'm old school, people. I don't care if it's 1 inch or it's 10 inches. I say get your lazy rear off the couch, grab a hold of a shovel, hand it to your kid and send their ass out there. I lost a kidney. Well, I didn't really lose the kidney. I know where it went. Some guy needed a kidney. I was tired of lugging 2 of those things around. I said, sure, take one of mine. It was right before Christmas a year ago, so my sister called me the ultimate secret Santa, which I thought was pretty cool. And some people think it's cool to donate a kidney to a stranger. Some people think it's crazy. Turns out, it was hilarious. The kidney I gave to that guy actually had a kidney stone. What an asshole. Who's that kid you've been waiting for? Oh, good luck passing that stuff. Secret Santa gave you a little bonus here. I learned a new way to screw up in my marriage every single day. Valentine's Day last year, probably my biggest screw up ever. I didn't get her candy, I didn't get her flowers, I did not even give her a card. I thought I had it covered. I texted her. Even worse, I was trying to be cool, so I used an abbreviation. Happy VE. And that's a gift that keeps on giving. One time, my wife and I were watching a feature on TV about a guy that could do Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds. It was unbelievable. He would stare at it, get all excited, get his hands up, boom, done. I turned to my wife and said, that's kind of like me in sex, right? She said, no, not at all. He got it right. People do ask us how we can stay married so long. It's really quite simple. Whenever a problem arises, we just deal with it right away, figure out a solution, and we move on. Like recently, one of us has begun to snore very loudly, obnoxiously loud. Now, I know when I say one of us is starting to snore, you're going to assume it's me that's snoring. And you're right, it's me that's snoring. But my wife found a solution. She went online, she found what it's called an anti-snore pillow. And I've been using it now for a while. I find it kind of uncomfortable. I wake up every night, just got it pressed down over my face. Hold still, I just need to apply more pressure. No, I pick on my wife, but we get along great. We do disagree about one thing. We disagree about where to retire. My wife wants to move to Florida. She wants me to stay in Duluth. I got put in my place big time on my birthday. I was talking to a woman, told her I was turning 66. She looked me up and down, and then she said, and I'm pretty sure she meant it as a compliment, but what she said to me was, well, you sure look spry. That was the best she could come up with. Spry is not a word you would ever use to describe a young person. As a compliment, spry ranks right up there with, wow, those are bitchin' dentures. Well, I can hardly tell you're wearing a diaper. But I'm spry when I cookie. The hits just keep on coming. Now I'm going deaf. I went to the doctor. He told me I am losing my hearing because as I'm getting older, I'm losing the cilia in my ear. Now the cilia is a hair-like structure within the ear. And I thought, boy, that is ironic. Because I got a shitload of hair growing out of my ear. How do I get that stuff wired out? I did hear one word I did not want to hear at the doctor. Colonoscopy. Anybody here had the pleasure? You younger people, it's in your future. And there ain't no app for that. Your phone is way too smart. And touch sensitive. So I'm here tonight to tell you how it's all going to go up. And up is the operative word. You're going to spread your cheeks for strangers and they're going to play up periscope deep in your inner sight. They're going spelunking in your man cave. Or ladyland, or whatever you want to call it. And why? Why do they do this? Well, when they're done, it is their goal to make certain that you have zero problems with your plumbing, and also not one shred of dignity remaining either. And here's how they do it. They give you this huge container. It's like a gas tank full of diesel fuel. I mean, not quite as pleasant tasting. And they want you to chug that entire thing down. Now they realize this is not an easy task to accomplish, but it's completely necessary in order for you to experience exactly what it's like for a water balloon to hit the pavement. Blow it and then explode it. And then after you have finished playing toilet tape for a couple hours, and evacuated the premises, so to speak, don't you worry, the fun has just begun. Next, you get to go to the hospital. Now, the first thing they want you to do at the hospital is sign a medical release. And you're thinking, no way. I have released everything I have planned to release. I think I passed a kidney stone. Or there's drugs, where do I sign? At this point, you're done with the foreplay, and you're ready for the main event, the colonoscopy. Now, they will tell you the colonoscopy is not an invasive procedure. But let me warn you, when they're done, you just might have a little tickle in your throat. What happens is they put you in a room, and a guy comes in. Now, he might be a doctor, or he might just be some dude moonlighting from Roto-Rooter. It's hard to tell. And the Marquis de Sade pulls out this long, flexible, lightsaber with a camera on them, and then he inserts it, and the Force is with you. And that camera is hooked up to a monitor. And then just for giggles, he asks, would you like to watch? No. No, thank you. I've seen that show. It's called The View. That is not us-y TV. You need to cancel this program right now. Please take YouTube out of my tube immediately. I'm done here.
And I've had a lot of jobs. I've been a census worker, a counselor, a greeting card writer. I've been an instructor, I've been a janitor, I've been a laborer. I've been a lawyer, I've been a politician, I've been a postmaster, I've been a stalker. A stalker, that kind that puts things on shelves, not the creepy kind, okay? And when I was a kid, I was even a water boy for a professional football team. And in every one of those jobs, I had to deal with complainers. My last job, I was a mailman, and occasionally, it might surprise you, but I would get into a disagreement with a customer. Once I got into an argument with a woman, and I cannot even remember what it was about. But she said something to me when I went to leave that really made me mad. She said, I suppose from now on, I'm going to find my mail in the bushes or the gutter or someplace. Oh, I was pissed. I looked at her and said, listen, lady, that is an insult. I'm a professional letter carrier. You're never finding your mail. Like, it bothers me that people feel the need to put on their car or their truck what is so special about their car or their truck. Dodge Hemi, Jeep 4x4, big effing deal, right? Nobody cares what you have under the hood, buddy. We should be proud of our bodies. We don't have big signs on us saying what's so special about us. I have a big tattoo on my chest that says erectile device implanted. I don't go around bragging about that. Surveyed over 100 women found that they actually prefer to have sex with guys my age. Yeah, over 100 women. Women younger than 100? I can't keep up anymore. Like, kids today are different than when I was a kid. When I was a kid, probably when you were kids too, we'd say things like, step on a crack, what? Yeah, not anymore. Now it's more like, step out for some crack, you better bring your mom to some